What's up, everybody? We got a cool little project for you today. Today we're working on Jeff's 69 Camaro. What we're doing here is going to show you a breakdown of how we are going to design an intake for this car. We knew it was going to be something custom. We didn't really want to do the standard tube and cone filter that just kind of runs off into the fender. We wanted to do something unique and something that you really haven't seen before. So we're going to show you what we got going on here. We kind of knew we wanted to do some kind of air box of sorts, and we kicked around a couple ideas, but ultimately we landed on a style that's similar to like a 4th gen F body Camaro or like a Trans Am. We needed to figure out what kind of filter was going to fit in that area. We didn't have a lot of room to work with, but we wanted to do something that kind of tapered and had kind of like a triangular shape to it. We kind of knew the idea and what room we had to work with, so next we had to kind of scour K&N's online catalogs and find us an air filter that kind of suited our needs. It took us a while, but we eventually came across a filter that looked like it was going to work perfectly, and it did. But these are actually air filters out of a newer Dodge Dart. It was really cool. They use like a mirror image for the intakes on those cars, and it wound up working perfect. So to get started, since we're going to 3D print this thing, I needed to 3D scan the engine bay. What that's going to do is that's going to give us all of our constraints in that space as far as where these filters can fit. We got to keep in mind the AC compressor, the alternator, any pulleys that might be in the way, cooling fans, all that kind of stuff. So with 3D scanning, you can get all that stuff readily available to you in a digital space that you can use to work around and make sure that your part's not going to interfere anywhere. I forgot to do any kind of screen recording when I was actually designing this part in CAD, and I didn't get any footage of us 3D printing the intake. So sorry about that. So the other thing with this intake, we didn't want to use any T-bolt clamps or silicone couplers. We modeled in provisions for O-rings to sit inside of the neck of this thing, so the O-rings seal the box with the throttle body. Then the rest of the box just mounts to the radiator in a few spots, and it kind of just floats on the car right there. Now that we got that all kind of designed up, we do need to start cutting and printing some of these parts. I didn't get any actual footage of 3D printing this part. I did get a little bit of us cutting out the trim ring on the CNC router though. So here it is, guys. Check it out. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video.